Ladies and gentlemen, you know where you're at. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Okay, people. Okay. Got something brand new and fresh for you. Wow. It's looking real different out here, man. I might just have to go live. We got to talk about some things. Shout out to the astronaut, man. He's really starting to grow on me. And it feels like I think we talked about this before. It feels like people like Marvel better than DC. I don't know. I'm just saying. Listen, whenever you guys get to a setup, please allow it a few ticks so it can do what it do. Okay. It's looking real different out here. Guess I got a couple of new subscribers, almost about 70 new subscribers. Glad you guys are here. I love Tony Stark. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, between him and Bruce Wayne, cause they don't have no superpowers. So it's like, they let their money do the talking. Alright? Before we even get into it, let's see. This one right here. Trying to figure out what he used, huh? Trying to find okay, extras. First thing we need to do is enable autocomplete. What this actually does is give you a virtual keyboard when you guys are searching. Don't mind it, just click it, get it. It's real important after you guys get this to turn it on. Okay, we're done with that. Now, it's widgets all over the place, hidden widgets. I kind of like the hidden widgets for this one because it has some really nice artwork. Okay, really nice. But you guys know, when I get to a setup, I like to go straight into my add-on browser. Now, I wanted to come here. This is where I wanted to come. I mean, I just felt like him doing this was just come on, man. Come on, Thanos. Nice flick right here. It's just I don't know, man. It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. Like I said, it's some nice artwork here, man. Oh, well, he got the stones? Oh, I didn't even notice he had the stones. Oh, this'll be lit. Now, you guys do know we got our sub menus here. Everything here. And I'm glad he did this. I just like how he did this. Now, of course, you can get to your add-on browser if you go into system. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit weird that way for me. But we can get it from here. Just going into our add-on browser. Make sure everything's always updated when you guys get to any setup. That's really key here. You have to make sure this stuff is ready to go. If you try to do things and stuff is not ready to go, you could run into a problem. Okay? Just keep that in mind. So usually when you get to a setup, you might have a couple of updates. Don't be such in a rush to get into the setup. Just make sure everything's ready to go. Let's get it running. Let's click into this. Let's go to video player input stream. I always talk about this. You'll always have your input stream adaptive here. Go ahead and enable it. For the RTMP input, we're going to go back. We're going to go to install from repo. Then we're going to go to all repos right here. And then we're going to go right back to the video player input stream, and we're going to get the RTMP input. You shouldn't have any problem with this. If in any case you get to another setup and you do have a problem when you try to install it, just go ahead and restart your setup. It should show up after you have restarted it. Now with these things here, I would recommend long pressing on it and getting the information. Okay. And actually seeing what this stuff does with the power of Google, you shouldn't have any problem. Okay. Now, I know you guys are saying, man, the font, I don't know what it says. I know sometimes people's looking at this stuff off their phone. Me, personally, I have no problem with it. I kind of like it. But I'm going to show you guys how to change the font if you would like. So changing the font is not really that hard, especially if you're familiar with this. All you have to do is go to System. And you want to go right into interface, which is the first one. And if you go to skin default and just pick Arial or No 2, the fonts will change. I kind of like the font though. I mean, let's just see how it looks. I mean, seriously, I kind of like the font, and I'm gonna change it back. I'm gonna change it back after the video, but I don't really see any problem with the font. I mean, him just giving her one sock like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't end well. Okay, let's get into it. Let's go back on into System, and what I want to do here is go to Player. And I know a lot of times I focus on this, but for me, this is. You know, this is it for me. I can get any setup, and as long as I do these things, I'm cool. It doesn't matter what setup I have. All I need is a couple, is one jump off. If I get crew to crew, maybe the dragon. I mean, even numbers. I mean, I'm good. But when you get to this section right here, you always want to be on expert, people. You can be on advanced, but why be on advanced when you can be on expert? I mean, you're on the expert show. Now, did we stop playing? I want you guys to get a mental picture of this. Okay. But what I really want to focus on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Now, if you're on the Fire Stick, okay, low-end device, I will recommend 20 or 30. Fire TV, Cube, or NVIDIA Tube, medium device, I would recommend 50 or 60. High-end device, your NVIDIA Shields, various other devices. You guys want one to check out? Let me know in the comments below. I recommend 100. This is what I run. I run 100. Okay? Any device 3 gigabytes and up, I'm running 100 all day long. This is a real section, people. Please get used to checking this section out anytime you guys get to any setup, okay? Pretty solid, if you ask me. I've had no problem with the astronaut at all with any of his setups. I've never had a problem ever since. I think he's been here for about a good bean, maybe a year and a half. I forgot. Yo, astronaut, tell me how long you've been in the game, man. If you see this, please. Nothing really to really else to go through. I mean, I just think the artwork is just it's really nice for Iron Man themed jump off. And none of these I have seen. I have seen none of these. Let's get straight into the wizard. Okay. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. please don't be afraid to go into the menu here. Okay, don't be afraid. But I want to go to maintenance, and what I want to do is get a total cleanup. Okay. And after that total cleanup, I like to go to tools. Okay. Now, if you guys are new here, don't really know what you're dealing with, you want to start off slow, just go to quick config, write your file. Okay. If you're like me and you want a little bit more control, just go to full config. Now, when I get here, this is where the magic happens. Okay. This is the last piece of the magic you need. It's 3 steps. This is the 3rd step. Me personally, my video cache size, like to bump it all the way up. Okay. My curl timeout, I actually leave alone. My read buffer factor, I like to bump it all the way up to 10. And for my buffer mode, I like to have it on 1. Now, if you guys actually pay attention to all of this and read all of it, it should make perfect sense to you. Okay. If not, you have the power to Google anything you want. Whatever you guys should do, just make sure you write the file. After you have written the file, you can check on your settings here. Okay, so you can see actually what you have. And then all that's left to do, people, is just restart your setup. And I don't see why the experience shouldn't be golden. Okay, I'm going to change my font back. I got to. I like the font. I like it. I don't have any problem with it. And it could be just because I'm so used to, every time I see that, it could be just because I'm used to, I'm used to how things go. Now listen, I'm going to tell you guys, me personally, when I get a whiz, I like to write my advanced settings before I even get the setup. Gives me a higher advanced settings number. Know a lot of you guys know that. I just want to say this for, the new people. After I write my advanced settings, I just get my setup. I'm ready to go. Okay. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace.